Daniel, we've talked about trusting and trusting in the universe, and now it's time to do something very important. Believe. Some people go, what's the difference between trusting and believing? It's a very fine point. And a lot of people ask, how do I believe? I want to believe. I want to believe that there's spirits. I want to believe that my loved ones can communicate. I want to believe that all my dreams are possible. I want to believe that my health is in my hands. I want to believe, Leslie and Daniel, but how do I believe? My question is for Daniel, since we've met just 1 week ago, what have you learned about believing?
That belief is the truth. Bam. I have learned that in order to accomplish anything, you have to believe. In order to accept, you have to believe. In order to understand, you have to believe. So pretty much in anything you do, you have to believe in it. You have to believe that when you manifest thoughts, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You have to believe in yourself that you can accomplish these things. To me, when I say I believe, it means I fully comprehend and I understand. Because if you don't comprehend or understand something, you're never going to see the belief in it.
Right.
It is just like if you believed in, I don't even know what a good instance would be. I believe in monsters. Maybe you've seen a monster. Maybe that is your belief. If you believe that dogs can talk to you, maybe you have an understanding with dogs that some people don't have, and you believe it. I believe that a belief comes from an experience. And in order to believe, you have to have experienced something.
Right.
How do you feel about belief?
Well, I wrote in my book, The Money Formula, a quote. And if people can believe absurdities, they will commit atrocities. What about white supremacy? What about slavery? What about the rich versus poor? What about men versus women? These are all subjects that challenge our beliefs. And what we believe in defines our world. Now the question is to you, the viewer, when you're sitting here watching me, two total strangers, hopefully we've become your friends by now, look at your life. Look at its quality. Look at the events and circumstances in your life, your relationships, your physical emanation, i.e. your appearance, your physical feelings on the inside, your habits, your behaviors. All of these things, Daniel, are telling us what we believe in. The problem is a lot of people don't know what they believe in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people believe in suffering to get love. People believe in martyring yourself for a cause. People believe in getting money at all costs. So they have to lie, they have to cheat, they have to steal. People believe that the world is dog eat dog. And so everybody's competing with each other instead of collaborating and sharing. A lot of people believe there isn't enough to go around. So we have to cut up the pie and redistribute. When what is money but a concept anyway?
True.
What is money now but pieces of paper that we exchange?
Mm.
And a lot of the people who are watching Daniel probably don't even use money. They probably use a card or Venmo. Those are just numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just numbers on a screen.
When I think about it, you're right.
They're just numbers on a screen.
That show up in a bank account, in an account that is controlled by numbers.
Some people believe in science, but science itself can be dogmatic. Think science 100 years ago. We were talking just yesterday with Wade, Taylor at WS Radio, how he was talking about how eugenics, the science of eugenics, was justifying racism, justifying why poor white people should die for rich white people during the Civil War. Is that science? We've all known that science is always to be debunked. We all know that beliefs are always to be debunked.
True.
And scientific process has shown us that what we see and what we look at is influenced by us. So your life is a reflection of your beliefs. Your life is the mirror of yourself. There will be people in your life that are going to do horrible things. There are going to be people in your life who lie, cheat, steal, kill, and so on. But you have to ask yourself, is this a reflection of me? Or is this a reflection of what they believe, and am I witnessing that? Because there's going to be a lot of people, Daniel, who are going to watch our show and say, well, what about all the bad things that have happened in my life? Is that my bad karma?
No.
Is it my past life?
No.
Is it the things that I've done wrong?
No.
The question is what do you believe? Do you believe that you're a victim? Do you believe that you're sick? Do you believe that you're stuck? Do you believe that you have no money? Do you believe that you're powerless? Because those beliefs will attract those situations that are going to remind you, no, honey, you're not. You're not powerless. You're not poor. You're not unlovable. You're not fat. You're not unhealthy. You have to ask yourself, what is it that I believe? Because the moment you evaluate, again, it goes back to asking, evaluating through a Socratic process, a questioning process. Is this situation something that I'm just witnessing? Because sometimes it is, especially as children. We're witnessing our parents live their life, act out in the screen of their space and in their life, their beliefs. You grew up with a mother that was a drug addict. You grew up with a mother who abused your siblings and yourself. Was that a reflection of your belief?
Nope, absolutely not. That was called deflection. She deflected her beliefs upon us, and I chose whether to accept that or believe in my own belief. I chose my own path to believe in.
Right. I grew up poor. No matter what my dad's gonna say, he's gonna say, we weren't poor, okay? What rich family or well-to-do family gets a Habitat for Humanity house? Not a very rich family. What kind of things have you experienced in your life? What did they say about you? What did they say about your parents? What did they say about your partners, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, your aunts, your uncles, your teachers, your school? Just because you're in a situation doesn't always mean that it's because you're a bad person, or that you don't deserve love, or that you deserve punishment or torture of any kind. We're examining in these situations, are you witnessing somebody else experience and live their beliefs and creating them in their world? Or are you pushing yourself out and saying, I'm a victim, come hurt me. I am unresponsible with money, take my money away from me. So these questions are going, wait a minute, now, like, I am not a victim. I'm a conqueror, I'm a survivor. And then you're gonna start being a survivor. You're gonna start doing what a survivor does, is to overcome those challenges. You're gonna thrive. You're gonna take on new beliefs about yourself.
You're gonna be the best you.
Right. Before you called me 1 week ago, you had all sorts of beliefs about yourself.
I was in disbelief about a lot of things, about me spiritually, mentally, physically, health-wise. There's a lot of things that I let people influence in my life to make me believe something. But I just realized they're deflecting things on me. You can't take someone else's deflection and turn it into your own reflection, because that bogs you down.
Right.
That puts you back to square one.
Right.
When you've already made it to square 50.
Correct.
And nobody wants to play the game of sorry. I don't want to go back 2 steps. I want to keep moving forward. So if you don't start looking at your own beliefs, you're going to step backwards. If you let people deflect on you, you're going to go backwards. If you don't ask the necessary questions, you're going to take 2 steps back. You might even go to jail. Monopoly. But beliefs are a huge thing in this world because there are so many different cultures. There are so many different things. There are so many millionaires, not millionaires. Gosh, you could categorize people as anything.
Correct.
And to me, I don't believe that we should have to believe other people.
No.
I think that we should base our own beliefs, because when you start believing in your own system, you build a network.
Right.
And that network is what you want to surround yourself with.
Yeah. Well, we also want to look at this from another point of view. Is that if our life is ourself pushed out, what we believe to be true, whether for right or for wrong. Let's just say I'm a white person and I believe that white people are the only people that deserve health, wealth, and happiness. If you believe that, you're going to push that out into the world. You're going to engage in unhealthy and loving behaviors. And we want to ask you, what do you believe in? If you find yourself criticizing someone online, what does that say about you? What you say when you see somebody is not a reflection of them, it's a reflection of you. So you see somebody that isn't so beautiful. We said this in the other episode about the model and the singer who wasn't the girl next door. And I said there were all these ugly comments about this person. Those comments were not about that girl. Those comments were about those people's belief as to what their standards of beauty are, what they think is worthy of love and success.
Preach.
Right? So when you're making a comment, the first thing you think is usually what you've been programmed to believe by your society, by your friends, by your parents, by your church, by your school, whatever. But the second thing usually is, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't have said that. That's yourself talking to you.
Social media also deflects a lot of beliefs on us. I know there was a point in time when I went through this whole, I wanted to be super skinny. I wanted to shave my beard off. I wanted to be everything the picture perfect man on Instagram is. I needed to drop my weight. I needed to be real skinny. I needed to make sure that I had no hair on my face, and I needed to have abs because I wanted to model. But what that did was make me realize, why am I listening to Instagram? Because I'm beautifully made in my own image, and that is my belief. I don't care what anybody else does. We are all made in our own image, whether you are working on yourself or you are already there. You're made to you, and that is something we should believe in. And social media has pushed us to nowadays to the technology where it's a little absurd. It's painting a picture for us to believe in, saying, oh, you can get this many followers by liking this page. We know that's not true. Social media has always pushed fashion on us. If you look like this, you're going to be absolutely stunning.
Oh, people will love you.
We've all seen that from Wish. Your things don't come in the right size all the time. So my whole thing is, don't always believe what you see. Don't always go on Instagram or on social media or go into society and let the way someone else looks deflect on you. Because you're made in your own image, you're beautiful, but you have to believe in yourself.
Right.
You have to build your own beliefs. If you believe the grass is red, I'm all for it. The grass is red, you believed it. There are so many things in this world that you can believe in, but you have to choose, is it going to make me successful or unsuccessful? And the big thing for me is, it starts with me. I believe in myself. I believe in Leslie. Together, we're unbelievable.
When you examine your beliefs can help you or they can hurt you, as Daniel just illustrated. It doesn't matter what you believe. If you believe in it strongly and if it's real for you and you see yourself in your world, you're going to create your world for better or for worse. That's what the freedom of creating with your imagination and your heart and your emotions are. The only person that can help you or hurt you is yourself. And if you believe in concepts like freedom, but freedom only for me, but not for gay people, then you don't really believe in freedom. You believe in subjugation. A lot of people say they believe in something. I believe in equality. Oh, equality for my country, but not equality for other countries. I believe in health. Health for me, but not for other people. These are the types of questions you need to be asking yourself. What do I believe in? And am I actually doing what I believe in? And am I holding myself to a higher ideal and standard? Now, everybody is free. Everybody has this ability to create the life that they want. And to make me say to you that if you don't believe in what I believe, then you're not going to be happy or successful. That's not what we're trying to say here. What we're saying here is that you have your ability inside of yourself. You have your imagination, you have your God power in you, your awareness, your truth, you have your nature, and you can do with it whatever you want. But to make others conform to your beliefs, then you're starting to take away the power from other people. Then you're starting to control. You're starting to distrust. You're starting to manipulate. And that's a dangerous place to be.
You don't want to be there.
So we've said in the past, in the trust episode, about trying to use safety mechanisms. If I count to 100 and then wash my hands, then the world will not collapse. These are exaggerated concepts, but it's the same as if I don't be thin, then no one will love me. That's a belief, and you can change that belief. Beliefs are malleable. You can change them, you can mold them for better and for worse, as we've repeated time and time again. But you are ultimately in charge of what you believe. You don't have to believe everything that everybody says. You don't have to believe what you read in the news. You don't have to believe the statistics. You don't have to believe your health diagnosis. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your potential and your capacity and your power. And yes, we want you to strive for goodness. We want you to strive for virtue. We want you to strive for love, unconditional love. We want you to strive for those things, but we can't tell you what to believe. We can't tell you how to believe. We can't even tell you what to do that will make you happy. But we hope that whatever you learn from us during this series is that you learn to believe in yourself.
Do you believe in yourself? Or what do you believe in? We're interested.
Let us know in the comments.
And literally at the snap of a finger, I was woke. I was woke. And this journey is something big for me, and it will be something big for everybody watching. There are so many little steps we put together to help you walk the path.
Right. A lot of this process that you've been watching and witnessing is ultimately stripping away everything that you are not.
So for me, this has been a journey with you guys to wake up. I know it seems like, oh, well, he sounds really good. He knows what he's talking about. But there were times when I said, Leslie, take the wheel. But now that I reflect on everything we've done, I'm woke.